everyone, it's Ellen here again, and guess what? Today I have another unboxing for you guys, only this one is a little bit different and a little bit special because not only am I doing a double guitar unboxing, but I will also be giving away both of the guitars at the end. So make sure to stay tuned for rules of how to enter. Alright guys, so as you can see, today's company is called Boroughs Guitars, and you may or may not have heard of them. They actually are a brand new company. They were just founded last year in 2021, and their mission is to bring high quality guitars to, every player out there, except they want it to be very affordable. So they've actually reached out to me to ask me to unbox and review some of their guitar models. I believe right now they have 6 different models, so I am reviewing 2 of them today. So let's go ahead and jump in. Alright, so as you can see, this guitar is so little. This is actually a 3/4 size guitar, which I asked for because, as many of you know who have been around for several years on my channel, I do have a baby Taylor, which is also a 3/4 size guitar, and I loved playing on that for so many years that I wanted to try out another small guitar. So this is their Sunburst 3/4 size acoustic guitar, and I will want to play this for you guys in 1 second, but let's go ahead and first unbox the other model. No, you guys are not experiencing deja vu. I actually did ask for the Sunburst Auditorium as well. So this is very similar to the other one, but the other one's a 3/4 size, but this is going to be an auditorium size, so it's much bigger. I'm really curious to see how they sound, so let's go ahead and tune them up so I can play a little bit on them. Alright guys, so now that it's all tuned up, let me go ahead and jump into a few of the specs of this guitar, and then we can go into a little bit of a demo. So starting off today, we've got Boroughs' Beginner Auditorium Acoustic Guitar, which is a mid-sized auditorium body style, and the top is made of spruce and the body is made of spruce and basswood. The fretboard and fingerboard are both made of teakwood. The neck is a C-shaped neck. And then, as you saw earlier, it also has a satin sunburst finish. But this model also comes in a natural wood finish as well. So I did ask Boroughs for the sunburst design for both of these guitars, just because if you've seen my channel, all my other acoustic guitars are just a natural wood finish, and I wanted something that kind of stood out on camera a little bit, so hopefully this is catching your eye right now. But I do want to just say about the finish quality, this is a very smoothly painted finish, and I have unboxed other guitars in the past that had kind of like a rough look to it, or just the paint wasn't even all the way around, whereas this guitar doesn't seem to have that problem. I think it's really beautifully painted, so that's really good to see. And by the way, I forgot to say that this model is $99.95 and it's available on Adorama. So Boroughs Guitars exclusively sells through Adorama.com, and that's a really great site if you're into kind of all the gear and stuff like that. I myself have bought a lot on Adorama for my studio setup, so I was really glad to see that they are selling through a site that I recognize. And yeah, so let's go ahead and just jump into how it sounds. Very, very nice. I love that. So I'm no expert in this kind of thing. I just recently started researching this type of stuff, but to my ear, it does sound very even. On guitars, you can have low tones, mid tones, and high tones, and some guitars you can kind of see some of those overpowering other ones. In this guitar, it sounds so even and so clear and crisp. You can hear every single string, which is awesome, and the sustain is amazing. You can just let that ring for days and days and it sounds beautiful. So overall, I'm really impressed just by strumming a few chords on it. It sounds so nice. Hopefully the camera, or hopefully the mic, is picking it up really well for you guys. But I'm also impressed with how loud this sounds too. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of finger picking just to see what that sounds like. And These fret wires, by the way, they're pretty smooth. I have had, I think it was my classical guitar where the fret wires were really like sharp, so it's nice to see that those have been smoothed down as well. Just those little tiny details I think are really good to notice for especially like this affordable of a guitar. All right, so something I did in my last unboxing that I thought was really fun is I took a similar guitar body shape and compared it to the one that I was unboxing. So like I said, this is my Auditorium guitar, and I actually have my Auditorium Martin sitting over here. So let's go ahead and do a quick sound comparison. Wow, so something I'm noticing just right off the bat comparing them is the Boroughs is actually louder than my Martin, which is a little bit surprising. My Martin does have more of a deeper, richer, like warmer tone in my opinion. But when I was at the guitar shop, they did tell me that this guitar was specifically meant for more of like a finger picking style. So let's go ahead and do a finger picking comparison. By the way, this Martin is my most expensive acoustic guitar. I think it sits around $1,200 to $1,300, so it is 12 to 13 times more expensive than the Boroughs. And I do think that they have different quality sounds, but I think that they are both beautiful sounding. Alright guys, so I've switched over to my 3/4 size. We can go ahead and skip over the specs because they are the same as the Auditorium. The only thing that's different is that this body shape is obviously a 3/4 size instead of the earlier Auditorium size. So it is much smaller. For me, it's much more comfortable. I spent almost 10 years of my guitar career playing on my baby Taylor. So returning back to this 3/4 size feels so comfortable for me. And I just love it. But with that said, let's go ahead and go into a little bit of a demo for strumming. Nice. So immediately I feel the same way as with the other one. I feel like the tones are all kind of like even sounding and it's really crisp sounding. However, it definitely is not as loud as the Auditorium was. Makes sense because the body shape is not as big. There's not as much room for all of the vibrations to happen and things like that. But I would be interested to see how loud this is compared to my baby Taylor. So we'll do that in 1 second. But first, let me go ahead and show you a little bit of finger picking. I think it sounds pretty decent for a 3/4 size guitar, but I think in order to really know, we should really compare it to my baby Taylor, which I've been playing on for over a decade now. So let's go ahead and do that comparison. So I think after playing my baby Taylor, the loudness is about the same on both guitars. This one does seem a little bit more bright to me, whereas the other one has more of like the lower tones are coming through a little bit more. The Boroughs does sound a little bit more like deep and hollow, whereas this one sounds more like tinny, like bright in your face kind of a sound. So there's a big difference there as well. And then you saw with the body shape, the Taylor is actually a little bit bigger here on top, whereas the Boroughs is more narrow. So that might just be kind of a preference kind of a thing, the way that you like how it looks. But let me go ahead and do some finger picking on this Taylor. Yeah, so definitely when I do back-to-back comparisons, these 3/4 sizes are definitely not as loud as the Auditorium or a full-size guitar. Kind of one of those trade-offs, right? It's a lot easier to play and carry around and travel with, but it's gonna be not as, loud. But anyways, that was the comparison. Let's go ahead and jump into my first impressions. All right, guys, so to jump into some final thoughts on Boroughs, I am really impressed with the quality of the guitar that they are providing for such an affordable price. Both of those guitar models are the beginner guitar models. They're both $99.95, so $100. As far as value goes, I do think you're gonna get your bang for your buck. Like I said, both of these models are $100, and the quality really can't compare to a lot of other models that I've unboxed before. And these are just 2 of the 6 that they offer. If you go to their website, they actually have other ones that you can choose from, and a lot of them have different finishes. So I again have the sunburst finish. You can also hit the natural wood finish, and I think that some of them also have like a mahogany, like darker wood, things like that. So check it out. I will link their website in the description box below. For sound, I was impressed with both models as well. I think the auditorium especially is just so loud and like, I can't explain it, so crisp. I think it just, as soon as I played it, even my husband was standing outside and was like, wow, that sounds really good. So I love the sound on both of them. I would prefer, I think, the auditorium just because I'm more of a loud, rich, overtone kind of person, but if you are someone who travels a lot, I think the 3/4 would be really good as well. For looks and build quality, I would say that Boroughs is kind of going above and beyond what you would expect for such an inexpensive price point. The finish on the paint and everything like that is just so smooth, and you can just tell that they've put a lot of attention to detail. And lastly, like I said at the beginning of the video, Boroughs does sell exclusively through Adorama, so the shipping and checkout process was pretty painless. They do offer free shipping within the US, and I got my guitars within 2 days of when I got the tracking number and things like that. They do also offer overnight shipping and things like that for extra cost, but if you do the regular no rush shipping, it is free. Speaking of free, let's go ahead and get into the most exciting part of this unboxing video. So as the title says, this is a double guitar unboxing and giveaway, and like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm so excited. I am working with Boroughs Guitars to give away one of each of these guitar models that I unboxed in this video today to you guys. So let me just go ahead and go over the rules to enter, and you can enter to win one of these guitars. Alright guys, rules to enter the giveaway are simple. First, make sure you're subscribed to my Forever Faithful YouTube channel, which if you're watching this right now, you probably already are, so thank you. Next, subscribe to the Adorama Music YouTube channel, which will be linked in the description box under this video, as well as displayed on screen right now. And lastly, give this video a big thumbs up and leave a comment telling me which guitar model you'd prefer, including the finish, and why. And that's it! You'll be automatically entered into the giveaway to win one of these awesome Boroughs guitars. The giveaway entry period will be open for 2 weeks from the date that this video is posted, and a total of 2 winners will be chosen. Unfortunately, this giveaway is for US residents only. Boroughs was kind enough to ship out these guitars from their warehouse, so it is going to be a US giveaway, but don't worry for all of you international people. I do have other giveaways planned in the future, so make sure to stay tuned for those. So that does it for me and this unboxing and giveaway video. Thank you so much for watching, and huge thank you to Boroughs Guitars for sending me these models, reaching out to me about this opportunity, and helping me with this giveaway. I really appreciate it, and I'm really excited to use these guitars in future videos as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you like this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!